What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Beef, episode number 3, and we got more beef. The beef just keeps on rising.
The beef is just beefing.
I think I've come up with the perfect word to describe this show. It is entertaining chaos.
Yeah.
It's absolute chaos. Every moment of this show is just absolute chaos. It's chaotic. It's cringy. It's uncomfortable. You can't take your eyes off of it.
Exactly.
You just can't. You're just like, oh my god, what are they going to do? What's going to happen next?
It's like watching a wreck.
Yeah, 100%. It's just one of those things where every moment is entertaining, whether it's funny or uncomfortable. It's just like, oh damn, that really happened. You really said that, you out loud kind of thing. And
don't say some of that stuff out loud.
I mean, so Amy and Danny, they're so similar. It's kind of hilarious how I'm assuming at some point they're going to come to the conclusion that they are very similar and they're going to learn more about each other because they're literally learning everything about each other.
Right.
She's friggin' stalking him and creating accounts and leaving horrible Yelp reviews, and she's catfishing his brother, which I thought was kind of funny.
I think she enjoys that one.
She's definitely enjoying that,
yeah,
for sure. And she's definitely yearning and looking for this adventure, this
other life.
Yeah. And she's just embracing it and going all in. And the stuff that she did to him this episode, like the Yelp reviews, the painting all over the truck. Yeah. You're a bad driver. You're a bitch. That shit'll strike you to the core.
Yeah, and you have to drive around with that.
Yeah, and Danny's just going through it. He's trying to make ends meet. He's trying to make up for the loss of the motel and his family and trying to get back right with everything. And he's having some issues with his brother because of all the Yelp reviews, he had to start a new business. So him and his brother came together, and his brother came up with the name, and Danny's like, fuck you, I'm done. You're not serious. He's like, well, you're fired. He's like, no, you're fired. And so they're kind of on bad terms. And the episode ended with Danny going to Amy's house, and he had a hammer out. And I'm very interested. It was a really good cliffhanger because it made me want to watch the next episode really badly.
Absolutely.
Because who the hell knows what he's going to do with that? Is he going to destroy something? Is he just going to knock on her door and attack? She has a gun, bro. And she likes her gun very much.
And also, there's a child in that house.
There is. And I just wonder if, they have a beautiful home, really, really fancy-looking garage door, which maybe that's what he just goes and destroys, if he destroys anything. But I don't know. The way this is happening, and it just continues to snowball into these wild events, it's like he got his revenge, and then she got her revenge, and now he's going to come back for some more because actions have consequences, and that's basically the moral of last episode. And I love when they talk to because they got each other's numbers.
Yes.
I love when they were talking back and forth to each other because he's talking like a super tough guy, talking shit, I'm an animal, you don't fuck with me. And then she's in a more calm voice, is like, you don't know who you're fucking with. And it's just both of these folks come across potentially as horrifying, and they're harmless. They're both at their core, I bet they're just the sweetest, most just harmless people in the world.
You'd want to have them over for a meal.
They're just having a bad day.
Honestly, which is turning into a bad week, which is turning into a bad month, year, everything.
Amy and her husband are clearly going through it. I don't like his approach to anything that he's done to this point. I do like our initial response to her calling him vanilla and, their sexual encounters together being vanilla. That's never a good thing to hear from your significant other.
Yeah, you don't want to hear, you're fucking boring in the bedroom.
Yeah,
that would... What?
The positive side of that is they're verbalizing some honesty, which is good, to have that conversation because...
Y'all need couples counseling.
He offered that up and she agreed to it.
Yes,
and then,
but, take it for real.
And then his clay thing broke and it kind of just messed up the moment, which... Well done, dude.
They could have totally had a ghost moment right there.
Totally, 100%. It went in the complete opposite direction, though. The flip side is not everyone has it in them, but maybe he does have it in him to not be vanilla in the bedroom. Maybe he can spice shit up. From the 2 episodes we've seen, I don't have the confidence to think that he could do what he needs to do to make her happy, especially if she's pleasing herself with a gun. That's pretty wild. But I don't know. Maybe he could surprise all of us. He just hasn't come across as the best partner to this point. I don't know.
Like she explained it, like when they were fighting, it's like the people that have money don't care about money and whether or not they have it because they have it. And like the people that have like struggled so hard,
and she did that.
Yes, she struggled her whole life. Up. It's like those are the people that like actually appreciate what you have and like have to like. It's hard to maintain.
It's just a lot of not listening. I feel like when they talk. And one thing I learned this a long time ago. It's never a good idea to like shush your wife or partner and tell them to calm down and try to explain what they're feeling. That's never a good idea. It's never good to try to like tell your partner what they're feeling or how they should be doing things. And when they're talking to you, don't just highlight the one part that bugs you. It's like, oh, all you talk about is money. It's like she said a lot more
out of this entire conversation.
She said a lot more in that conversation than just the idea of money. Like, obviously, that's a big stress in their life because she's trying to maintain a certain lifestyle, and that can be really challenging when you've got really nice things and you got your kid in very expensive activities. And yeah, like, just don't do that.
Welcome to marriage counseling with Nikki and Steve.
I think that's why we've survived so long. Like, of course we have our moments and our fights, but
I think
we always try to talk.
Yes.
At some point, we always discuss it and try to like turn the page.
Genuinely have respect for the other person.
Yeah. And I mean, on the flip side, she's kind of questionable with this whole idea of like the gun and like having these moments on like
she's kind of scary a little bit.
She is, but is she gonna cheat on her husband? Like, has this happened before? Oh. Like, I made the prediction that her and Danny are 100% gonna hook up.
That's how I feel as well.
I feel like that's where it's going.
There's a lot of tension there that just needs to be worked out.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't though because again, she's married with a child, so she shouldn't go down that road.
But if you're not getting along and it's not gonna work out, separate. Don't just stay together for the child. Yeah. That's not fair to the child.
If you try and you know it's not gonna work out, then yeah, maybe that's the best play. But I don't think that's in their cards. I don't think that's an option for them. I don't get that vibe.
Children would rather be from a broken home than in a broken home.
It's tough. Because it's like, as much as we talk about, like, I've said multiple times how much I love the way she's acting. Yeah. It's just fun and entertaining in the context of the show. Yeah. Obviously, in reality, don't act like that.
No.
Don't be like that. And yeah, definitely don't flirt with the idea of cheating on your spouse. Like, that's not okay. So yeah, but with all that said, this first couple episodes have been insanely entertaining.
Fire.
In like the most uncomfortable way possible, but it's just so good. And I mean, the bad luck just keeps coming. And it just keeps rolling down this hill and it just keeps growing and growing and growing.
Also, he should have sold that fucking chair.
I mean,
Are you serious?
How do you turn down $100,000 for a chair?
Honestly, and like
that's
hello.
Wild.
And then she's like, "Okay, I'm just gonna."
Well, he also said that he has naked pictures of his mom sitting in it. So, dude. I mean, take with that what you will. So, I don't know.
Why do you have that?
But I'm fascinated to find out what the hell Danny's gonna do at their house.
Yeah.
With the hammer.
Yeah.
Is he gonna use that hammer? Like literally, figuratively, gonna lay the hammer down? I don't know. We'll find out. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Sounds like a rough night.
I mean, we've had bad fights. It's been a while. Definitely before June was born. I don't know. I don't understand why she was so angry.
Like I said, that was totally out of line.
I can't even enjoy anything vanilla since her comment.
Oh my God.
I've just been really stressed about the deal. But it won't happen again. I found ways to manage my stress.
What have you found works for you?
Masturbation with a gun?
Well, I just close my eyes and clear my head and focus on my breathing. My mind wanders to some silly places sometimes.
Oh, shit, yeah.
It's okay.
Oh, no.
I've been telling her to meditate for years. I've sent her so many links.
And thank you for the links, George.
Have you noticed a change?
I mean, we've been doing better since the fight. All those things she said can't be coming out of nowhere. Gotta dig a little deeper, right?
When he says that, and you hear him saying that, what does that make you want to say?
Go fuck yourself.
Cards on the table. I want to say he's right.
Oh, progress.
You know, my dad
Progress.
called a lot in. Chinese guy from the Midwest. I mean, communication wasn't his forte. He just bottled up everything inside until it just exploded out at once.
I love how she's basically narrating his outburst.
I think that growing up with my parents taught me to repress all my feelings.
Is this real?
I don't know.
It's very self-aware. You know, when we're stressed, we revert to the pathways we created as children.
Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to parents, and I'm excited to dig into that.
In order to create new neural pathways, we have to uncover what lies underneath our awareness.
I feel like she thinks that this is going to be done in one session.
That's why I leave most of Junie's caretaking in George's hands. Maybe part of me is afraid that I'll create in Junie the same neural pathways that my parents did.
Oh, shit.
But I don't want to live like that anymore. I don't want to live in fear.
Oh, fuck her, dude. Oh, no.
I know it's going to take a lot of work. Really think this is the start of a new chapter for our family.
What am I doing? I'm really glad we did this.
Me too.
This is so fake.
Oh my god.
It feels so fake.
I like that artwork.
Oh, that art's incredible. They're stabbing each other in the back.
Yep. While
Like,
also hugging.
I think what you just said hit the nail on the head. Like, I feel like,
She thinks it's going to be done.
yeah,
Like-
she's saying all the right things just to not have to come back.
Right.
Or she could be completely genuine.
Paul, turn that shit off, dude. I almost lit a baby on fire.
Oh, shit.
Sounds like you and Isaac are killing it.
Yo, why is this place so clean? Where are you going? What's with all the new clothes and shit?
Me and Caleb been talking. You see something you like, you go get it. She wasn't a bot.
Mom, smile bigger.
Oh, she's so strict.
You should have seen her at the baby cow farm.
Mom, stop moving.
He's so tall. Or she's very
She
short.
might be very short.
Mom.
Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Let's have a group hug and take a family selfie.
Oh, good call, babe.
Ready? Okay, say cheese.
Cheese!
Beef.
Can I see?
Yeah.
Babe, are my cheeks getting bigger?
No, honey, they're the same.
You gotta be careful with those alerts popping up.
Mommy has to head to a meeting, but when I come home, we'll finish this then. You know, pretty soon, I'll get to spend every day with you, all the time, okay?
Okay.
She's so stinking cute.
Do not forget to set the alarm.
Amy, we don't have to live in fear of that handyman. If I see him around, I'm gonna rough him up.
Okay.
You think I'm joking?
Dude, what the?
Jesus.
Lord Father God, we come to you. We come to you today just as we are.
Let it out, man. Sometimes you just need to release.
He is going through it.
Honestly, he I feel bad.
Jesus, Heavenly God, please be with my brother.
I mean, it would make sense for him to have
Breakdown.
a breakdown.
Yeah.
Talk about your business, Amy.
Yeah, the business. You know, it's so crazy. I read this article about how millennials can't afford to have kids, so they're satisfying their need to nurture with plants. And that's where
Have you ever been to China?
Yeah, but once when I was 6.
Only once. Next time you're there, you have to check out the beaches of Sanya.
You think she still got the Coyote bar? Coyote Ugly bar?
Oh my god.
Pardon me, I have to go check out some panic rooms.
Smart. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to panic about these days.
Right? Did anyone show you that road rage video?
Oh man, everyone's seen it.
It's really terrible.
Why don't you stick around for a while? We'll continue this when I get back. Even if the deal looks great on paper, we still need to get to know each other as humans. I will be back soon. Make yourself at home.
No. This is about money and my life.
Yeah, this is like make or break.
How are you feeling? You doing okay?
Yeah, I think I just needed a good cry or something. I'm sorry, I didn't know what that was about.
No, you don't have to apologize.
Yeah, I actually break down all the time up there. You can let it out.
I appreciate that.
I mean, it's good to have a cry every once in a while.
It is.
Remember what Dr. Lynn said. We owe it to ourselves to stay positive. Say it with me.
We owe it to ourselves to stay positive.
Holy shit, where does she live?
This bitch is wild.
That's like one of those like $40 million homes. Thing is insane.
Don't touch.
Take it all in.
Don't touch
I
anything.
took a photo at the dinner. It
Oh
was
my
the
God.
cutest plane I've ever met.
No.
Oh, shit. Amy, I can explain. I was just saving the caption.
Oh no.
What?
He's cheating.
Dude.
Wow. Thank you, Daniel. We've been meaning to get someone to fix this.
It's nothing. It's the least I could do.
We could have you do some repairs around here. We'd love to support a Korean-owned small business.
Don't even worry about it. You know, I love to support nonprofits.
So glad you joined our congregation.
Me too.
Is it still a little crooked?
Oh my god.
I don't know, let me pull my level out of my ass and check it for you. It's better than what it was, bro. Everyone's got to give him such a hard time.
Honestly.
Is he the type of dude who's just, like, looking and not acting?
I don't know.
And she's, like, gonna view that and push forward?
I guess. Wow.
Hello?
Oh my god.
So, who made your day so shitty, and where do I have to go to beat them up?
It's just my boss. Hate having to put her feelings before mine all the time.
Old people are stupid like that.
Okay.
What else do you hate?
No one's ever asked me that before. Well, to be honest, I hate pretending that I don't hate things. Like work. I hate work. I wish I could just, like, do nothing all day. Not have to worry about money.
Yo, you're way too hot to be worrying about money.
This guy.
Alright, well, what about you, Paul? What do you hate?
Kinda hate my brother right now. I don't really want to talk about it.
You know, for what it's worth, you sound way cooler than him.
I know we've been only DMing for a couple days, but I feel like I've been DMing you my whole life.
Oh my god.
Kayla?
What the fuck am I doing?
What the hell?
He scared me.
Unfortunately, Jordan got called into a work emergency and has to reschedule, but feel free to stay as long as you please.
Sir, how long were you standing there?
Honestly.
And how much did you hear?
Man, I like always do the right thing, and like look where it's gotten me. You know, there's like contractors out there that are like complete scammers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting here fixing church stuff for free.
Yeah, see, that's your problem, man. You're too nice. I live by 4 words only. Pro bono, no bono.
Oh my god. Is Danny gonna start getting mean now? Start, like, talking shit?
How much longer do we have?
22 minutes. Dr. Lynn wants us to do the full 30.
If you do this shit to me, I swear to God.
Really? Hey, maybe it could be beneficial. Maybe you could take our relationship to the next level.
We're leveled, okay? 14 years later, we're good.
Are we leveled up all the way?
Yeah.
Babe, I swear there was nothing to it.
No, George,
Well, you just fucking ruined the moment.
there's this feeling I've had for a long time. I don't remember when it started. I can't pinpoint to exactly when or why, but it feels like the ground, but like right here. It never goes away. When I was in college, I tried to get help. I did. I saw the psychiatrist and he put me on antidepressants, but all it did was mute it. Took the sound off, but it just kept on playing. Sorry, I'm just babbling.
No. I want you to talk to me about this stuff.
Yeah, and George, I do. You know, I want to, but, look, I love that we're so complimentary. But sometimes it feels like if I tell you things, you're not gonna understand.
Use it as ammunition later.
I know a lot of people who battled depression and won.
No, it's not. Never mind.
No?
Yeah, you don't get it.
I
You're not
understand.
listening.
And I get down to, I never pictured myself being a stay-at-home dad. I never thought my art would be secondary to anything. But I embrace the sadness.
This guy sucks.
So we're both being vulnerable. I admit, sometimes I think about what my life would have been like had you...
Oh my God, this
Wow,
guy.
that's so fucked up.
Wow, I never knew you felt that way.
I guess I'm just sharing because I want you to know you're not alone. You can share.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing, George.
This feels like such a superficial relationship. It's killing me right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know it's a lot of money, but I actually plan on doing the renovations myself. And it's not for me, it's for my parents.
Well, keep in mind, Mr. Cho, you don't have the best credit.
Look, how long would it take for me to be approved for a mortgage?
Well, the down payment would be $100,000, but you'd also need to demonstrate a consistent income and a healthy checking balance. Now, on the track you're on, we could maybe consider you in, I don't know, 7 years?
My parents are getting old, okay? And, like, this land is not going to be available much longer. I don't understand why everyone else gets approved for a loan but me.
Mr. Cho, I think you'll find this answer consistent at whatever bank you may visit. If you can come up with a down payment, then maybe this is a conversation that we can have.
Okay, no, I understand. Actually,
7 years.
while I have you, my church was looking to do some repairs. Would they be able to get a loan?
We can look into it.
Uh-huh.
Oh no. Don't do that.
I figured it would be best to discuss the term sheet in person.
Am I reading this right? You want me to stay on, hold back period of 5 years and withholding equity?
Brought some honey on the side.
Thank you, Joji.
I had no intention of staying on.
I know. Honey, you are the face of the brand. And the board feels that's an important deal point.
Well, I was planning on spending time with my family.
But it's not up to me. It's the board.
This sucks.
I know this is not what you want. You want more. So just trust me. You're gonna thank me later.
I don't agree.
This is why we have wives.
You know, if I was guessing 100K, 120K, give or take.
It's a lot, but we have been talking about taking out a loan for renovations. And what's the cost of your labor?
I'd be doing this pro bono for the church.
Well, I'll talk to the elders tonight.
Yes.
This feels like a
God.
very dangerous play.
Yes.
Hi, can I help you?
I love the store.
Thank you. Anything I can help you with?
Yes, actually. Does a Kayla Lexington work here?
No, I've never heard of her.
Sorry for wasting your time.
It's all right. Yeah, have a nice day.
Can you recommend a succulent that don't need no light, a little water?
Here, take this on the house.
Amy, you probably want to take a look at these new Sansevieria.
Kayla, it's me.
Sir, you have to leave.
Is this your asshole boss?
Come here.
Her name is not Kayla, it's Mia, and I just screen grabbed her photos and sent them to you.
Okay, so you were catfishing me?
No.
Yes.
This is so cringy.
Okay, I'm a mess. Okay, I guess I didn't want you to know who I really am. I did really like talking to you, though. I did. You're gonna make someone very happy one day.
Anyway, I know this isn't what you expected. I know, fucking Kayla. Perky tits and her taut ass. She's probably sopping wet.
Oh my good lord.
Yikes, dude. No. Oh, buddy.
But also Incubus. This is some bullshit.
I think you're hotter than Kayla.
Stripping me before
No.
But also,
wow, dude.
Incubus. I fucking love Incubus so much.
They're the best.
Oh my god.
One of the moms of the lead singers is the one who married us.
Well, I think it was a stepmom, but don't quote me on that because the connection is weird.
Yeah. Dude, this show is too much.
Honestly, that was a lot.
It's so much.
I don't even feel like I said very much during the episode because it was just like...
You're just kind of sitting in awe and just...
Yeah. A lot of that.
Does that happen?
Is this really happening?
Yeah.
Oh my god. So now Paul likes Amy. So, okay. You're hotter than Kayla? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I knew husband was not the type to like physically in person cheat.
Well, who knows now that
that's,
he's getting excited about a picture.
I mean, I feel like that's been what he's doing the whole time.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where now she has kissed another dude and he's sitting here beating off to a Instagram photo.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, again, we said this at the beginning, Amy and Danny are so similar.
Yes.
They both had moments of breakdown in this episode where, I mean, Danny was at church and he just let it go.
Yeah.
He just had like a moment, and sometimes you have those moments, you just gotta let that shit out. Sometimes it's not always in the most opportune moments, and you're in church with a bunch of other people and they're gonna probably come support you and be like, oh, what's wrong and what's going on, and it's kind of what played out. And with Amy, she had a moment while her and her husband were doing this little Zen exercise.
I should totally do that for the thumbnail.
No. And
no.
It feels like, I think you said it during the episode, like the relationship feels so superficial.
It is. It feels so just top layer. It's just sucks.
The fact that last episode, I think they were like, oh, we knew from the moment we met that we were perfect for each other. I'm like, that doesn't feel real. Mm-mm. And when they interact, like the fact that she constantly just calls him by her first name, the way they're doing it in the show feels weird. Yeah. Like, you don't call me Steven hardly ever unless I'm in trouble. And I hardly ever just like, Nikki, like...
Oh, God, I don't like it when you say my name.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, I'm sure it's common that significant others call each other by their first name often, but it's just the way she's saying it.
It's not a term of endearment. It's not...
I mean, it could be fine, but it's the tone and the way she says it and just the look on her face, her expressions, her body language, the way, what's his name? George?
George.
The way she just says it, it just feels like George. It's not like...
George.
Yeah, again, it's not that saying your significant other's name often is bad. It's just the way she's doing it in the context of their relationship and when they're together in the room and trying to talk. Everything just doesn't feel like when they were with the therapist, that felt so fake.
Oh my God. It's just spitting out like all the things that you think the therapist wants to hear just to get it over with.
Right. And it's like, are we actually making progress here, or are you just doing this so we don't have to come back?
When Jordan was in the room or talking about the term sheet and she's, even says like, this is why we have wives. It's like, ooh, ouch.
Yeah.
And just the way she says George then.
Oh, yeah.
Like, thank you, George. Mm-hmm. Like, get out of here.
It's like the way she says his name is more than like my husband. It's more like my buddy or like an acquaintance.
Yeah.
It's not my like, it doesn't sound like there's like a lot of love when she's calling his name. And yeah, just the way like she talks to him. And
the way they talk to each other,
honestly.
Like
the way he speaks to her, I mean, he obviously never listens to anything that she says. And the fact that he mentioned the idea, like I interpreted the way he was talking about the depression, that like he thinks he could fix her. Like, I could solve your depression problem. It's like,
oh, just get over it.
That's one of those things, another line you don't cross. You don't go there. If someone is dealing with legitimate like issues and you don't try to fix it. You be there as a support person. You don't try to like be a problem solver for them. And I feel like this guy just wants to just solve all the problems and just get away from anything negative.
With words.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, that's not how this works.
And it's just, it feels like every conversation is just in one ear out the other. And it's like she's talking to a wall and it just nothing ever really sticks. Just everything bounces back at her. And the stuff that he chooses to like focus on is not the point that she's ever trying to make. And just, I don't know.
Because I felt like she was like starting to get at like something good.
Yeah.
Like, get it out, girl. Let him hear what you're dealing with. And then as soon as she starts to like talk about it, he's like, oh, I know all about that. Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Like her moment with the therapist felt fake. The one with them on the bed felt like she was trying to be genuine.
Yeah.
Like that felt like a real moment, and then
Well,
he kind of just screwed it up.
There was something that she was talking about in the therapist's office that I think could potentially be real, but also that she was trying to like feed the therapist whatever she wants to hear, is like the thought about like growing up with your parents, and like if you release your feelings, that means you're weak. And like how she gives the childcare over to George because she doesn't want to do that to Junie. Like, that felt, like, real, even though she was kind of bullshitting.
It's like, the way she was talking, it was just like, she had, like, a high-pitched, like, energetic, like, positive tone, and it just felt over the top. But, I mean, the fact that now she's put herself in a really difficult predicament because she has now kissed another dude, and he didn't even give a shit. He's like, oh, you catfished me? Cool, you're hotter than the pictures you sent me. And it's like...
And then her deal with Jordan,
that just
sucks.
That doesn't
She has to
sound like
stay
a good
on,
and not get the money right away. It was like I didn't grasp everything she said about the
something
deal,
about the
but like
release
5
of
years,
equity. Yeah, I'm like, ooh.
So like she wouldn't. It just doesn't sound like the deal that she wanted, and it doesn't give her the freedom that she was expecting with the deal, and. That's a horrible spot to be in too, where you think you have a deal and you think it's going to be done, but then it comes back and it's like, it doesn't really feel like a situation that she can negotiate.
No.
Because...
Well, it's like family is involved.
Yeah, but Jordan...
Like she's friends with her sister-in-law. And
yeah. Jordan, right?
Yeah.
Jordan just feels like one of those... like bully types when it comes to business.
Yeah.
To where she's obviously got a shit ton of money and she's in a high position of power, and if she gives you a deal, it's a good deal. Regardless if it is or not, it's a good deal. And
this Shark Tank episode sucks.
It just, again, like between Amy and Danny, this bad luck just keeps on coming. It's just like they can't get out of their own ways currently. And, I mean, Danny felt like he had a good moment there at the end while he was singing some Incubus. But him making that $100,000, like, loan deal with the
that
church.
Feels just all bad.
So it's like he's going to get this money for repairs, and then he's going to use it as the down payment for the land. Like, that... You're going to be able... So you're going to get $100,000 from the church. I mean, you're going to have to present $100,000 worth of supplies that you're going to use to help fix up the church. That's going to put you in a really difficult position.
Yeah. If you'd like to learn all about money laundering, please watch Ozark.
Yeah, exactly. It's just that it feels like it's like he put himself in like a good position, like he's feeling better because it's like his plan worked. But
I don't like that. That's the part that cringy to me, like taking advantage of like good people.
Yeah.
I mean, however you feel about churches. But, like, I feel like they're trying to do good, and, like, he's going to go and, like, scam them. Oh, I can't watch that stuff.
Yeah, it's tough. And with the way everything's going in his life currently, I don't see it actually playing out the way he thinks it is in his head. And it's going to go terribly wrong, and he's going to get himself into a lot of trouble.
I feel like he's a good person.
Yeah, he is.
And, like, I feel like you can't do that stuff as a good person without going down.
Your conscience will just eat you alive.
Karma is a bitch.
And I just like his buddy, the dude that he's now in business with,
Isaac.
Yeah, I just feel like his words are gonna just. Not everyone's capable of doing that.
No,
if you've got like a legitimately good heart, you're gonna struggle. Like this church, and he knows these people. He grew up with the one girl who dated her or whatever. It's like you're going to try to take advantage of these folks, and
it's bad.
It just feels like a terrible situation. And it's like, oh, he's feeling good about himself right now, and he ended up doing no damage to the house at the beginning, which was, I guess, that giant security light freaked him the hell out.
Yeah.
But like, he feels like he's in a good spot now because this plan works. And he's gonna potentially get the land for his parents to start building. And it's like, is that how you're gonna do it? Is that how you want to do it? And it's just, again, this show does an absolutely amazing job with just making you feel pretty uncomfortable throughout every situation.
Right.
It's like even a great moment where like Junie is painting her parents, and it's like
she actually is very good
that
artist.
was a really great painting. Like, she did an awesome job. But the fact that like the whole time she's faking her smile, there's Instagram alerts going off on her phone, and her husband's trying to like see a picture, and it's like you're trying to hide it because you don't want the alerts to pop up, and it's like it's just like,
turn off your notifications for that app.
If you're fucking around like that, I mean, it's like he totally seems like the type of dude who would check your phone too. But it's just during a wholesome, nice moment with your daughter, there's just so much stuff going on around in the background that it's like it's hard to enjoy the nice moment with the daughter.
She's not being present.
Yeah. And like her smile, like, Mommy, you're not smiling big enough. It's like, this is as fake as I can get. It's like, even during moments like that, it's cringy and uncomfortable, but you can't take your eyes off it.
Right.
It's just, where this goes, I don't know, but it just continues to just snowball into just worse and worse moments for these two people who, I mean, she even sent him a random text. I haven't heard from you in a while. Here's my upgraded security system. Like, is that necessary?
I don't think so.
If the dude's not contacting you, let this beef get squashed, but you're going to keep the beef going.
Yeah.
Got to keep the beef going.
Gotta keep grinding the beef.
Shit. This show's so good.
It is.
It is so well written. It is so well acted and performed. And I love the subtle sounds. Just like the random, just like boom, boom, boom. Like the really simple. That's a very much Ozark style of music in the background.
It does kind of give me the same anxiety that well, I mean, not to the intensity of Ozark,
right?
Because goddamn, how do you not have a fucking ulcer watching that show? But also, yes, it does. It builds the anxiety really well.
And it's like during some dialogue and during a scene, it does an amazing job having a very simple, just single sound. I don't know what the right terminology is for the music, but like, it just creates such a level of tension when it has a certain tone, and the music is awesome in this show because it just makes the chaos even bigger.
Yes.
So,
agreed.
Total anxiety-driven TV show. Holy shit. Any other thoughts? All right, y'all. Leave your comments. We'll catch you later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.